Hi, everyone. It's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Hope you're doing okay wherever you are. I'm having a great morning so far. I've had a really nice cup of tea this morning, and I want to share that with you in a second. And just hope that you're doing all right. Thank you so much for being here. Hope that you're telling your friends about 60 and Me. We've got a big community now. We're all over the world, 150 countries. I think we reach about 500,000 women now every month. So we are really happy to have your support, and just happy that, somehow together we're making sense of this crazy time in our lives, and doing the best we can to live with passion and purpose in our lives, and to age beautifully, not to be so hung up on the whole process, but just to make the most of every single day. So thanks for being here. It means a lot to me personally, and to the rest of the team at 60 and Me. We really do appreciate you. So here we are. My morning cup of tea, it's a green tea. It's actually a peachy mango green tea, and it's by a company called Believe Tea. Really nice teas. They come in both loose tea and tea bags. I think they're in the States, and really nice tea. So it's my green tea of choice. And I've got my little green cup to match. So there we are. Cheers. Actually, I should have a sip. Hold on a minute. I've got a little tickly sore throat today. Anyway, I hope that you're doing great. I wanted to chat with you. There was an article one of our bloggers, Jan Moore, wrote. I love her writing, and I love her spirit. She's a very creative soul, and she wrote this article on how to release your inner artist in your 60s. Now, it's true. A lot of women in their 60s do get into crafts and hobbies and art. It's kind of almost like they allow themselves, after all these years of doing things for other people, playing the roles, working, family, all that kind of stuff. We then say, hey, I want to get into art or music or dancing or writing. And you let yourself experiment. But then you say, I've been doing something else for 60 years or 50 years. I'm no good at this. I never get the confidence to do it. But Jan has some ideas. And she said, first thing to ask is, you're not good enough for who? Who is judging? I mean, you may not be the world's greatest artist, someone that's, taken 50 years to perfect their skills, but it doesn't matter. I mean, every artist starts somewhere. I mean, no one's born perfect, right? And sometimes they put their attention to a particular skill, and they achieve wondrous things. But you can be an artist and have fun just with where you are. So some people are naturally more gifted, of course, but you never know until you try. And we can learn. Now, mindfulness, according to Jan, does make a difference. And I think this is really important to, pay attention to what you're doing, not to just do it carelessly, thinking, oh, it's not going to be good enough for anyone to really, treasure whatever. I'll just do my best. But somehow being focused on, working your inner thoughts through to be creative is important. It works. Now, the first thing that Jan suggests is to find your voice. Now, it could take a lifetime, right? It's taken me a lifetime. But once you've got that voice, then you can share it and express your life's journey with your art, whatever that might be, as in quotes. You can find your tribe. And you know the people then to go look for, to spend time with. You don't have to, the people that you worked with, or the colleagues or neighbors, were a product of circumstance. But now that you're in your 50s and 60s, you can make your own friends. You can go places where you'll find people that are like you. So that's important. They're searching for a place too to belong. So you can find that place together. Now, do you want to write, paint, weave, be a potter? Whatever it is, there's ways to do it. Now, of course, there's going to be critical voices. There's going to be people that say, well, what are you trying? You say, I'm going to be trying to put art into an art show. Well, you'll never succeed at that. There's much better artists, whatever. Just don't listen to them. They're just jealous of your energy and your passion. Critical voices don't matter. Just ignore your own inner critic too, and move on. That's really important. Let creativity speak, and marvel at what you can accomplish. That's the goal. So Jan gives some really good ideas here of how to begin. And I thought this was a really interesting way to approach creativity, whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter whether it's a pottery or art or writing, quilting, whatever it could be, or collecting something even, is to use your favorite colors. Just start thinking about your favorite colors. What is your favorite color? Okay, mine used to be pink. And actually, I do love pink, but I've moved it more towards the sort of peachy pink color now. And I do love this color. I love turquoise. This has become probably my very favorite color. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. It doesn't mean anything, but what it does mean is that you can buy a journal in that color. You can buy a scarf in that color. You can surround yourself with the things that really resonate with you as a person. So follow every clue that you get, and make it a little bit of a game. How would you search for clues? Well, as Jan says, you can take your magnifying glass on a senses walk, a walk of your senses. And I actually really love this. I tend to do it anyway, but it's nice to be reminded. So the first one, sight. Of course, when you go out, you look at stuff. Just look around you. Look at things in nature, at a shop, not just in the windows, but all around. Just look for things and make a note of the things that you're attracted to, what you're drawn to. Was it a specific color? Was it something that you had some association? But just make a note of something that you saw that spoke to you. And how does it speak to who you are? And that's the question that Jan says to ask after each of these sensory experiments, is to say, how does it speak to who you are? So sound. Okay, listen. Go out and listen. And you go out and listen to birds, traffic, bells, whatever it is. And just make a note to yourself, what pulled you to it? What did you notice? I always notice bells. I don't know why. Well, bells are pretty hard to ignore, but we have them here regularly because of the churches in our area always play their bells. But it could be something else. I know when I went to visit my son at Findahorn in Scotland, I loved going to this little place where there were chimes. And I would just walk by the chimes and close my eyes because they were always playing a different tune. And I even recorded some of them and played them for my grandson, and he loved them too. So chimes, I don't know why that attracts me. I think it's just the abstractness of it, the unpredictability of it, I don't know, I guess it just does something to me. I love chimes. And so I don't know why I'm attracted, but I am. Next one is taste. Okay, babies like to taste everything, right? They put everything in their mouth, try everything, and nibble just to see, what's that? But, search for something when you're out in the world that's edible, that's not going to poison you, that you can eat. So she says, for example, chew a blade of grass. I've never done that. Have you? Chew a little blade of grass, or eat a wild blackberry, or wild raspberry. Jot down and taste that and record that taste. Was it sour? Was it sweet? What was it? Just notice it. And that's important, how you respond to it and how it affects you. Touch. Touch is, of course, a great one. You can go out and touch the trees. You can touch the plants. I always tend to touch as I'm walking along a lavender plant. I always run my hands along the branch and maybe grab a little bit of the leaf and rub it in my fingers just to smell and touch the lavender. Maybe a pebble. I'm a big rock collector. I love to collect and paint rocks, and I love having them in my pocket. I usually always have a rock in my pocket to just feel. Just to rub and get, it's a calming thing for me. Don't know why. It's a connection to nature, I think. But ask yourself how you felt. And then, of course, smell. Stop to smell the flowers, right? Well, I just mentioned I love lavender, so I always rub my fingers on lavender plants. Smell the rain on the leaves. Smell a freshly mowed a lawn or a field. Did that the other day with Max. It was just so special. This tractor had been going up and down, and he loves tractors, so he was watching. And then afterwards, I just stood there and just smelled the grass that had been mowed. Amazing. So again, just ask yourself how it speaks to you. Pull all this together. That's the next step. And then just create a collage with words and images that really shape who you are. And then bring that to whatever skill or whatever hobby or artistic pursuit that you are trying to follow. It doesn't matter if you're not going to use it particularly. I don't know whether you use it, but it'll give you a sense of who you are, so that expressiveness will come through in whatever it is that you're doing. Another day, do things differently. Go to a garage sale. Go to a thrift store, go to a hardware store, go anywhere that's different, that's going to be like showing you things that smell different, taste or look different, and just give you a different experience of you. That's a really cool idea. So tell us about the most artistic project that you are involved in, the latest artistic project that you're involved in. What are you doing? Do you think of yourself as an artist? What have you sort of taken up in your 50s and 60s in the way of art that you would like to share? Yeah, leave those comments in the section below. Let's have a conversation. I always enjoy our chat so much. So please take the time, go right down to the bottom of the article, and you just have to start typing in a little comment box at the bottom. And look forward to your comments, to your feedback, and sharing a bit of ourselves with each other. Take good care, everybody. Have a really lovely day. We'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.